next winner, Impact Leaders of the Year 2022. Mr. Thomas Becle is from ENGIE. He's the head of acquisitions, investment, and financial advisory in Asia. Welcome, Thomas.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's a great honor for me to receive this award, and I would like to thank you, Jessica, Yvette, and the full Energy Box team for this fantastic recognition. She's a great recognition for me, but above all, a great recognition for ENGIE and all the teams that are working on a daily basis to develop renewable projects in the region and to follow the strategy of the group towards a zero carbon transition. So I'm working indeed in investment finance for ENGIE. I'm in the group for 12 years now. And I have to say that it's quite inspiring on a daily basis to work for a group with this strategy to be a leader in the zero carbon transition. And on a personal perspective, and it's shared with my teammates, it's really, I would say, very positive to work and to align business and investment in projects that are sustainable for the environment. So now, if you allow me, I will share a quick presentation I did. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Thomas. Can you make it full screen?
Yes, I'm trying to. Yes, okay. So today, ENGIE is targeting to build the low carbon energy system of tomorrow. So this is really the purpose of our company. So ENGIE is organized in four global business units. So the first one is the renewable business unit. So the intention is to develop and own renewable assets, being mostly onshore wind, offshore wind, solar and hydro projects. The second big pillar of our strategy is regarding the networks, with gas networks and electricity networks on diverse geographies. The third pillar is the energy solutions. So what is behind energy solutions? It's district cooling, district heating, CNI rooftop solutions, as well as energy efficiency solutions. The last pillar of our strategy is thermal and supply. So it means thermal generation of electricity and B2C retail business for energy, being gas and electricity. So an overview of who is ENGIE. So we are a French company with more than 100,000 employees across the world. We have a global revenue of roughly 60 billion euro, and we have more than 100 gigawatts of installed capacity. The EBIT of the group is 6 billion, and the net result recurring is roughly 3 billion euro. So then our strategy, which is, I think, the most important. So what we want is to really focus on the four activities I mentioned you, with a special, I would say, focus on renewables, because on this pillar of our strategy, we target to have an installed capacity worldwide of 80 gigawatts by 2030. And we want to adapt and to have a more and more industrial approach in order to be able to deliver more quickly our projects and to be, of course, more competitive on all the bids and new projects that we are developing. And so now I will focus on one project, which is an example of the implementation of the strategy of the group in the renewables. So this project is LSS3 project in Malaysia. So here we talk about a 136 megawatt ground-mounted solar project in Malaysia with a total investment cost of roughly $100 million US. So for this project, we had a bid in August 2019, and it was a very competitive bid. There were more than 110 projects proposed, so it was a fierce competition. And why we had a fierce competition? It's because in Malaysia we had a strong political push, and then a strong commitment from all the stakeholders locally that delivered, I would say, international standard procurement process and with an international standard documentation. And so with that, a lot of players were able to bid. All the lenders were aligned as well and able to fund the project in local currency. So with this very, I would say, well-structured environment, it allows to have a fierce competition. And so out of the 110 plus bids, only 5 were selected. So we were awarded in 2020. We reached financial close on the 31st of December of 2020. And since then, the project is under construction. And I'm happy and proud to say that the initial operation date has occurred, and we will reach COD in the coming days or a few weeks. So this project was challenging, especially because it was developed and constructed during the COVID-19 pandemic period, meaning that the procurement process and the procurement timeline was a bit volatile. We had different issues during the bid period and not the bid period, but the contract negotiation period and during the construction. But finally, we made it. So I'm a finance guy, so I will talk a bit about numbers. So as I mentioned, so we raised more than a 340 million Malaysian ringgit debt with a club deal financing with MUFG, SMBC, and BNP Paribas, with a tenor above 18 years. So basically, it's a local financing, but with international conditions, which was a great success for us and a key aspect of the competitivity of the project. So this project was the first financing in Malaysia renewable sector to obtain a green loan certificate by Sustainalytics, which is a topic that is very important for ENGIE, and that shows the commitment of ENGIE to go towards a zero carbon future. And this project was also awarded as a renewable energy deal of the year in Malaysia by the magazine The Asset, which was a great recognition of the team efforts on this project, which is, I think, a good example of ENGIE's strategy implementation in the APAC region. So thank you very much for your attention.